What's up, people? Perry here with another episode of Stud Tech. And of course we are here on the Stud Tech server. I'm just looking for some building materials. Oh, there they are. I've made some light gray stained glass, and that seems to be the winner in the comments. Thank you so much for commenting on what type of glass I should be putting in this build. There was a lot of comments actually on it, and I was leaning towards the light gray stained glass, but I did see that some of you had suggested some other ones, and I did take a look at some of them, and I figured that the light gray was probably going to be the best out of all of them, and I ended up making them into forge microblocks, which is really good because when I place them, they don't shatter after I take them away, so that's really handy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and put it into the build, and then we'll take one final look at it. I'm pretty sure that we're going to be using this one, but you never know until you start placing blocks just exactly what it's going to look like. So let's get some down like so. So now that looks pretty good. I think it looks pretty good. On the interior here, maybe we'll try it out here. Maybe we'll take a look at the view after we put all these blocks down. I think I'll have to make a corner block. Yeah, I'll have to make a corner block that will go into there just to make things look nice and smooth. So just like this. There we go. Let's see, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. I mean, with the shader mod, it's kind of weird how you can see through the water, but I don't think it's going to be that big a deal. So, some updates from when I last left you. A little bit of a cosmetic kind of thing that I made to it. I eliminated the wood that was going across like so, and that was because it was kind of interfering with my eye a little bit. Gives it a little bit more of a clean look. I can take a look at it. Yeah, so something like that. And you can see these lines kind of move on up like this. Oh, sun in your eyes, sorry about that. But you see the lines that kind of move up and down like that, and then it's not obstructed by like wood coming across like so. And you know, it's just a cosmetic detail. It wasn't really that big of a deal, but for my eye it was a little bit of an obstruction. So I've added in sort of like a doorway here, and that's because we're going to try and build a deck out to our little fissure, which is empty. Doesn't have any coal right now because I think, yeah, our chest is all full up. So I think that's what I'm going to be doing for the next little bit. I'll be putting in all this glass, try to frame in the whole build itself. But after that, what I want to do is to go ahead and start trying out all these furniture mods. Now we have Mr. Crayfish's furniture mod, and then there's some other mods which I'm not too sure. If I look up like couch or something like that, is that, no, that's still Mr. Crayfish furniture mod. But there are other furniture mods that are in this pack, and I'm not too sure which ones they are. I'll have to look them up. But what I do need is I need to go to the Nether to get some quartz, and that's going to be really important because some of these builds require quartz and they require wool. Amongst other things, it's going to be a little bit of a trek to get to, but I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to head to the Nether right at this moment in time, and armed with my trusty sword and my crappy armor, I'm going to head off into the Nether, find some materials, but when we come back, I'll have that house all done up with the glass, and we can take a better look at it. And also we'll start exploring some furniture mods. So I'll see you in just a little bit. Alright, so I've shown you this area of the Nether where it's all done up real nice by Wells Knight, but I don't think I've actually shown you the actual Nether in its modded form. So it's kind of interesting to take a look at it. and there's lots of different things. Oh, look at that. Right on camera too. That's awesome. Yes. I now solidify myself as an expert Minecrafter. But I don't think I've shown you what the Nether looks like in modded survival. There's lots of different things like this eye bulbs. There's where else is there? There's this weird stuff. There's these bones that stick out from the ceiling, which is kind of weird. And the problem with our Nether hub is that it's located in the ceiling of the Nether, which can be quite treacherous when you're trying to traverse it, if I can say my words right, because there's lots of places for you to die. And I've had to go through and gather some quartz. I've gotten plenty, and I don't think I'm going to need that much in order to build some of the furniture mods, but it's always nice to have some offhand just in case I need to build anything with it. But as far as the Nether goes, I mean, it looks pretty cool, and there's still lots of dangerous creatures. Oh, I almost fell off there. You know what, to tell you the truth, I'm actually really, in real life, I'm afraid of heights, and and Minecraft does not help me with that. Die, please. Bye. Yeah, it's really weird how Minecraft works. Every time I come near to an edge of some place or some sort, man, I tell you what, I get like shivers. I literally get shivers. It's really interesting. But yeah, so that's the Nether. I mean, it's still pretty dangerous as far as Nethers go, especially with the modded stuff. But I'm glad that I've gotten the quartz, and now I just need to haul butt out of here. So I will see you back at the house. Alright, so before we get back to the house, actually, a little reward for myself for a harrowing journey into the Nether, and that is to enchant something, because I got a bunch of levels. You can see right there, 38 levels from just mining quartz, so that's something. But let's see what we can get with a diamond chestplate. I'm sure there are better things that you could probably get in terms of armor, but I don't know. I'm kind of old-fashioned this way. With the good old diamond chestplate, we'll take a look at what we get. 30 levels. What does that get us? Protection 3, Unbreaking 3, Unstable 2. What is unstable? What's unstable? That sounds like a bad thing. Let's just put it on. Why not? Does that mean like I'll just blow up randomly or something? I don't know. Okay. Well, you know what? I think it'll do us some good. All right. So as it turns out, unstable, not such a good thing, especially if you're playing in a server where you have a bunch of builders, because as it turns out, unstable makes you blow up when somebody touches you. So I don't think that would be such a good idea to be wearing that. I think we'll keep it maybe for a prank or something like that. But I got another 30 levels, and as it turns out, the Nether is a really good place if you want to get levels, especially if you want to mine quartz. So let's take that off and let's try it again. So I got another 30 levels. Let's see what we get. Hopefully something good. Fire protection. Well, that's actually not bad for the Nether, but not exactly what I'm hoping for, but that's okay. Alright, so almost done with the house. I just gotta fill in this last little bit, and so far it's coming along pretty nice, pretty nice. I think that this light gray stained glass panes are, well, they're not panes, they're just the micro box version, but they seem to be the right choice I find it seems to be the right choice, but it's just a little wonky. It's a little weird when you're trying to look through it, especially from the interior. You take a look at that. You can see through the water there, so I don't know. It's kind of difficult to enjoy the view. Maybe we'll have to put some sort of balcony out front there. But while I'm finishing up, I just wanted to kind of talk a little bit about what's going to be happening with this channel. And actually, I'm going to be making a somewhat of an announcement, a little channel update. That'll be the next video that goes up after this one. And it has to do with where I'm going to be taking this channel, some changes that I'll be making. Don't worry, guys, it's going to be good changes, and anything that you've seen on this channel won't be going away. But I do want to kind of focus my efforts on a particular aspect of what I want to do with this channel. What happened? Oh, Scar and Wells are on right now, so they must be talking about something. But anyways, yeah. So this whole channel thing, I feel that there's an opportunity here that maybe we can do something together that will hopefully I can get you guys backing on. Hopefully, you guys will sort of kind of rally around the cause, so to speak. And it's something that's really important to me. So I'm going to be a little bit vague about it right now, basically because I don't really know exactly how to put it into words. And actually, I've been kind of working on it for quite some time. And so that's why I'm not really announcing anything right now. But here's a good thing. Here's the best thing about Forge Micro Blocks, especially with glass, is that you take it away and then it stays with you, which is something that why don't they use that in regular Minecraft, you know? So anyways, some of the changes that will be happening on this channel are probably I want to say a good thing. Hopefully it's a good thing for you guys. One of them you're noticing right now is that I'm doing a lot more talking in these videos, and that is because I've kind of built up sort of a confidence in myself trying to do these type of things. And sometimes it's good to just kind of, you know, chat with you guys as I build. And I usually make little comments here and there that I don't make on camera when I'm building these sorts of things, but every so often those type of things will come up, and when that happens, I'll be able to kind of tell you exactly what I'm thinking. One of them is that needs a corner block, like so. I really like how that ties that all in together, especially the way, you know, because in regular Minecraft, it's kind of hard to make corners come to meet, and especially with this block right here, you notice how it's kind of inset into the wood block. That would never happen in Minecraft, and with modded Minecraft, makes that all possible. Makes it all possible, which begs the question, why don't they just include it in regular Minecraft? The fact that you can overlap blocks, that would be really cool to see. But hopefully that's something in the future that we can look forward to. So I'm almost done. I just gotta do a little bit here, and when we get that done, we can take a step back and take a look at what I have created thus far. Almost done. There we go. Actually, there's a little piece up there. How will I get up there? We won't worry about it. But yeah, so take a look at that. Looks pretty cool. I think I'll have to add in some windows on the side. I think that would be a good idea, especially because we're going to be putting in some sort of a kitchen right here. And it'd be nice to have a little view as you're cooking, right? So I think the next thing that I want to get is some doors. I need some doors for this, and I found the perfect door to put into it. And that is these Carpenter blocks. I'll need some Carpenter blocks. I don't know if it's the hammer or the chisel that I'll need in order to modify it. And then I need some blocks. Perhaps I'll take some marble with me. And what was the other type of block I was thinking of? Perhaps the spruce wood. We'll try to keep it simple. Try not to go too overboard with it. But let's take a look at this door. Now, I've specifically made this frame so that it kind of frames in the door. And let's try and put it in. That does not work. Maybe like, nope. Like, nope. Okay, how about here? Does that look okay? Nope. No, that doesn't really work. Maybe like so. Alright, so that's flush there. That looks good. Alright, so now we want to add in a texture. It's getting a little dark. I think we're going to get in and sleep, but when we come back, we'll take a look at that. Alright, much better, much better. So back to where we were, and that is these Carpenter doors. Now, the really cool part about them is that you can change kind of the texture of it. And I think what I was either thinking of was the marble or the spruce. Now, let's just take a look at the spruce. It might blend in too well with the, yeah, kind of blends in a little bit too much with the actual wood paneling on the outside here. Let's go with the marble. Let's try marble. Oop. I can't. I can't change it. That kind of sucks. Okay, well, there's more where that came from. We'll have to take this door down and try it again. Oh, did I get it back? Oh, cool. Okay. Okay, I see. I see how this works. I see. Okay, let's try that again. And now we'll try it with the marble. Oops. There we go. That looks better, especially with the color, the way it works. Now, the cool thing about it is that we can use, I think it's the chisel. Nope. Well, you can change the texture of the marble. That's actually kind of cool. I think I just want the plain one, though, right now. That might be an issue. I'll have to take that down again. Oy. All right, attempt number 2. Learning about all this modded Minecraft stuff. I tell you what, it can change your brain. Let's put it that way. It changes your brain quite a bit. Yeah, so you can change around the Carpenter door to kind of suit the needs that you need. And I'm thinking that no, that wouldn't work. Something like that. Oh, that'd be cool if that glass was matched up with the light gray stained glass. That'd be cool. That one might work. It might work, but I think I want something with some windows, and that might be the best one out of all of them. Oh, it's too bad that the light gray stained glass doesn't really work with it. Let's take a cycle through them again. Actually, you know what? That one might work. It might work. It might work. So, so that's going to be sort of like an entrance to the downstairs area, and I'm thinking that we're going to have to put in some stairs, of course, but that we will have to reserve for another time. But I think we're going to put on a door here, and there is an opportunity here to maybe frame this in a little bit better. Let's just take a look at that. Okay, so that might be an issue. Okay, so let's put a stained glass there. All right, so let's take a look at this door. Now, this door is going to be a little bit different because of the fact that we only have wood on one side, and I don't know if the marble is going to work out quite as well. Kind of disappears into the glass a little bit. Because this is the front door of our house, right? So I want it to be something that's kind of like a focal point, especially since it's the entrance to our place. So let's take a look here. Maybe the hammer will do us some good here. All right, so I think I've come up with a solution, hopefully, but we'll take a look at this. So I kind of framed it in with another set of spruce wood on the side here. That's just because it wasn't really working with my eye. The fact that the glass was kind of touching it on the side wasn't really working for me. But just to make this door stand out, I thought maybe we can go with some redstone blocks. Look at that, nice and striking, just to change it up a little bit. Now we want to, oops, no, we don't want to do that. We want to change up the pattern, and that, don't know if that's the one I was looking at, or no, that's definitely not the one. But I wanted the solid color. Where is that? Did I pass it? No, I didn't. It's right there. Perfect. Now we can take our carpenter's chisel and try and figure out an interesting design. That looks kind of cool. Yeah, it's got an Asian feel to it. I feel, but and in Chinese culture, I think it's good luck to have a red door. I don't know, but anyways. Yeah, so I think this door will work out quite well for us. It's a nice striking addition to it. It kind of sets itself apart from everything, and that's because it is a focal point for this, and you can kind of get away with it. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. I don't think I've gotten everything I wanted to do in this particular episode, but we kind of run out of time. I've changed this carpenter door actually to a solid block just because, just to keep it simple. It looks better when it looks like that, in my opinion. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for this episode, of course, and the next video that comes out is going to be a real important one for this channel and for myself personally, so be sure to watch it. And as for this channel, or as for this episode, don't forget to hit the like button if you so choose. Don't forget to comment on anything you've seen on this video. I really like how the house has turned out. Really like it. We'll deal with the insides next time for sure. But and if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So that's it for me. Always remember, keep your head up, and I'll see you in the next one.